Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, hello?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. What's about you?
What? I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. It's been a long week. Are you at work right now or are you at home?
No, at my home.
You're at home?
Yeah,
Did you have lunch already?
no, not yet.
What time is it right there right now?
3 p.m.
That's like really late to have lunch.
Yeah, but always on Friday at some time we have lunch delay.
Good. All right, Eduardo has joined the class. Hi, Eduardo. How are you?
I'm great, Cassidy. How are you?
Good. Where are you living right now, Eduardo? Where are you calling from?
I'm living in the southeast of Spain.
Ah, beautiful. Okay, very cool. And, oh, hold on. There's a problem here. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so Eduardo Ahmed, today I have a class about stress. So at Linguistico, they like to do lots of different classes for lots of different reasons and different people. So I'm tackling stress, which is a big problem that I have. And basically, the class, we're going to go over different ways to deal and manage with stress and read a small article and do some grammar. So we have everything in this class today. It's like a very full English class.
Good.
Um, yes, so we'll be doing lots of things. So let's get started so we don't waste any time. I'm going to share my screen. So everybody let me know when you can see it.
I can.
Great. So I'm going to make it big. I'm not going to make it full screen because just to make sure I can see if another student enters the class. Good. Okay. So guys, the stress time bomb. How do you both deal with stress? At work, at home, whatever. So very open question.
Well, in my case, I usually keep it to myself and implode.
You
So,
implode? Good word.
yeah. Yeah, because I don't like to show, at work stress or so I'm a calm person, but inside, yeah, a little bit nervous or anxious because of the situation, but no, I keep it to myself. There is other things that I lose my temper or my nerves, like for example the traffic situation. Yeah, it's really difficult to park your car in my
Oh,
city. So yeah, I get yeah really stressful.
that's a problem in most cities. All right,
Yeah.
Ahmed, what about you? How do you deal with stress?
Um, Sometimes you try to be quiet, but there is certain, if something happen in suddenly and you cannot be quiet, this is maybe stressed you and to be more nervous.
Yeah, like you need
But
quiet. Mhm.
yeah, but my style almost I'm quiet, almost.
So what do you mean? Your life is always with noise, so you can't relax.
No, no, always I'm quiet.
Oh, you are quiet. Oh, okay. So you're the same. Eduardo and Ahmed are the same. And What are
Yeah.
some, let's say, what are some signals or signs of stress that you have? Like physically, mentally, what are some things? For example, when I get stressed, I am really, I overreact. So when somebody tells me something that I don't like, I'm like, da, 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 da. I say it maybe, I'm very bad reaction. And that's when I know that I'm stressed out. So what are some signs of stress that both of you have?
In my case, I can't stop moving my legs. You know, I
Ah,
need to get up and take a walk. Yeah, but not in my character. It's not in my character to make a change of my personality or my temper.
yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more physical. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's like a physical reaction.
yeah.
Hmm.
Good. How about you, Ahmed?
It depends on the accident, or I mean the things that happen. Sometimes maybe it's not big. Maybe I will be shout that guy or shout, but always I'm try to be under control.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah,
Um,
but I want to add something here.
yeah.
In our religions in Islam, Prophet Muhammad, he said, if someone be stressed or angry,
Hmm.
he should be wash his hands, and something is called wudu. There's some order. Do it first. Wash your hand, and after that your face, and after that your all hand and leg, or like this. It will be more because this is stress. It's come from fire, and
Oh,
it
so you
should
put something
be.
cold. Mm.
Yeah, it should be. And there's another rules. If you are stressed and you are stand, try to sit down. If you are sit down and you stress in that situation, try to be in on the land. I mean, like sleep. This
That's
is
interesting.
and other and I can add last one. Sorry for the
No, no.
time. I think as my colleague, this from Spain, Mr. What is called Idior. Yeah, always when you stress, is especially in your home, and especially with your wife or with your partner, try to leave the place.
Yeah.
Go out from your apartment, change your place, take your time walking. After 15 minutes, maximum 30 minutes, come back. I think this is maybe it will be good for you.
That is a really good tip. And also, every night I take cold showers. I always take cold showers.
Uh, Cold shower or hot shower?
I take cold showers to exactly to do what you say to like bring my temperature down because I always have a really long day. Plus, it's really hot here, so I take cold showers.
Okay, good.
Good
To cool
tip.
down. Yeah.
Eduardo, do you have any tips? Any tips for people, for me,
Well,
for who have
in my,
anxiety?
well, like I said, I don't like to bring my problems to my house to my girlfriend, and she has a really good character, so we usually laugh about it. So it's not a problem for me. I prefer to do some physical activity, like I said, so go running or
Mm,
play a football game or tennis. Get tired, so you don't overthink about what is warning you up. Yeah.
yeah,
So
keep
I
busy.
prefer, yeah, keep busy and do other things, and yeah, and meet with friends maybe. So yeah, not to overthink. Yeah, is
Yeah,
my philosophy.
I think that's a really good philosophy. Because do you both ever experience that when you have nothing to do, you find yourself more stressed than when you have lots of things to do?
Of course, I really
Yeah.
enjoy when I get to bed really, really tired, and after
Hmm.
30 minutes I'm sleeping. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, let's look here. Here are some tips that are generally accepted by the public. So, Will, how about Eduardo, since this is the first time? had a class with you. Can you read these tips on how to manage stress?
Excuse me, can you maximize? Excuse me?
Say that again?
Can you maximize this slide?
Oh yeah, I can make it bigger. Just let me know if somebody new enters the class. That's your responsibility now, so I can make this bigger.
Okay.
Because that's the only problem is I can't see the hangout. Okay, here we go.
Okay, it's clear.
So Eduardo, will you read these tips for me, please?
Okay, clockwise. Wise.
That is a very good question. You can choose.
Okay. Personal productivity skills, physical activities, sports, present moment awareness, leading a balanced life, conflict resolution skills, journaling, diary, meditation.
Okay, so if both of you had to choose one tip that was the most effective for you, what would you pick? I know what Eduardo would pick.
Yeah, physical activities.
Good. How about you, Ahmed?
I don't understand what you mean. Do you want to select which one is affect my stress?
Yeah, which one would be most effective for you?
I think maybe leading balanced life.
Good. I think that's good. How many kids do you have?
Huh?
How many kids do you have?
I have 5 kids.
Oh, so you that must be insanely difficult to lead a balanced life. You have work and 5 children. So I think that is important for you. That is important. Go ahead. You wanted to say something else?
Yeah, and the conflict resolution skills.
Good. Seems like you're good at that too. Okay. We're going to look at these are common causes and effects of stresses at work. So what we'll do is we'll go through each one, and you will tell me if this is a cause of stress or if this is an effect of stress. So for example, number 1 is low staff morale. Low staff morale is probably an effect of stress. If all of your workers are stressed out, they don't feel motivated. So Eduardo, can you do number 2?
Okay. Cost cutting. I'm loose with cost cutting. I don't know what
What
it
is
means.
cost cutting? What do you think it is?
Well, I suppose when there is some problems with the budget, you have to cost. But I don't know if it is about money or employees or.
It could be. Let's say it's about both money and employees. That maybe employees are at risk of losing their jobs.
Yeah, obviously it's a cause because it hasn't happened. Yeah.
Good. All right, Ahmed, can you do number 3?
Okay. Employee absence. I think this is employee absence if I'm manager and I have subordinate people, maybe it's affect, yeah.
Good. Good. Go ahead, Eduardo. You do number 4.
A heavy workload is a cause
Good.
of stress. Yeah.
Good. Ahmed?
Dissatisfied customers. Yes, some company they try to sell and after sell there is no any support or there is no any help. This is make stress.
Good. Creates a lot of stress. Good. Go ahead, number 6.
Lower profits. It's a cause and it is an effect. So it depends where you are.
Good. Can you explain? I like this. Explain.
Well, if you have lower profits, you are worried about your future, so it's a cause of stress for the future, and it is an effect if you are making the balance of the year, for example, and you have lower profits. It's going to be an effect. It's going to affect you. Yeah.
I think that's
Right?
true. Good observation. Good. All right, number 7.
Poor performances. Yeah, poor performance is if it's come from your team. This is effect. Yeah.
Good.
What's the difference between effect and cause? It's the
Ah,
same.
that's a good question. Can you explain, Eduardo, what is the difference between cause and effect?
In a simple way, I would say after and before. Before and after, sorry. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Yeah.
So cause is what happens, the effect of that thing. So if I am hungry, the cause is I'm hungry. The effect is I will eat something. So
Yeah.
the before and the after.
Yeah, but we can say all these nine statement. You can make it is cause and at the same time is effect.
You could, like just like Eduardo did with the last one. As long as you can explain yourself, I will accept it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm a very open teacher. I like to let the students do what they have to do.
Yeah, nice teacher.
So you said poor performances can be a cause or, right? Poor performances could be a cause or effect. How?
Poor performance is cause because this is one reason to your work or your profit or your it's go down
Mm-hmm.
for poor performance. This is cause and this is make you more than stressed to try to win more and to take more profit.
Good. And then how could it be an effect of stress?
Effect is stress. Maybe when I don't do well and my performance go down, this is make me more stressed.
So it's true. It's a good observation made that a lot of these things are a cycle. So one thing happens and the other thing happens, and then the one thing happens again, and it keeps repeating itself because stress is a vicious cycle, as we say it.
Hmm.
And so if you are sleeping bad because of stress, then you will have poor performance. And if you have poor performance, you have more stress. So it keeps switching back and forth. So good observation.
Hmm.
The next one is a little interesting. So Eduardo, will you do number 8?
Okay. Bullying at work or school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a cause, obviously, I suppose. So it's
Yeah,
going to provoke you a lot of stress. Yeah.
good. And the last one, the most
The economy. The economy is cause
good.
because
Writing it down.
if the economy go down, this is and there is no good work or is not good economy health. This
Good.
is affect all people.
Good. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Got a little messed up. Give me a second.
Take your time.
Because my virus scan just started, and when the virus scan started, everything goes so slow.
Cut it.
All right, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Are you guys still seeing my screen or no?
Yeah, it's okay,
Yes.
but
Okay, just
it's
making sure. So I stopped it and started it.
the old slide.
It looks bigger again. Eduardo, what do you do for work?
Sorry, can you repeat? It was a little bit choppy. Sorry.
What do you do for work?
I'm a civil engineer, so I work in front of my computer all day, making designs and cal structure calculation. I don't know how to say. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And yeah, for
Civil.
bridges, dams, roads, any civil
Whoa,
work. Yeah.
very cool. All of my students always working computers. Very cool.
Yeah. It's usually in this period, this era. Yeah. We are living the information
It's
era.
true.
Right. Yeah.
It's true. All right. Is my camera on as well? Because this is why it's going to go so slow. So,
Yeah, I can see you pretty well.
but it goes way slower if I turn my camera on. That's why.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay, so the words here. Oh my God, they can make this bigger again. Clearly, I am not a computer genius. So if you guys have any tips for me, please let me know. I work mostly with children and grammar. So we're going to try to use these 4 different words: significant, noticeable, essential, and consequences, because we're going to read an article. These are important words we need to know. So of these 4 words, can anybody give me, how about we start with you, Eduardo? Give
Okay.
me any of the definitions of these words. You don't have to start with number 1. You can start wherever you want.
Okay. So the easy one is consequences. So the results or effects or something. Yeah.
Good. Ahmed, can you do the next one or any of them?
Essential. Essential, it means the main things, the main points. Or
Good. So which one would it be? Essential. A, B, or C?
A, B, or C. D is already done, huh?
Yes, these with consequences.
Extremely important.
Exactly. Essential is extremely important. All right, and the next one, Eduardo.
Well, I'm gonna choose significant because noticeable it has a similar meaning with Spanish and maybe I'm wrong. So significant I suppose is important too. Or great, right? Yeah. A
Very good.
significant increase. Yeah.
Exactly. And then noticeable. Last one.
Which one? Last one? Consequent.
Noticeable, number 2.
Noticeable. Noticeable. The last one.
This is the one we haven't done. So this would be A. Clear,
Okay.
easy to see, a noticeable difference. Okay. So we are going to read an article about a survey of British companies on the theme of stress in the workplace. Don't I read so nice? So first we'll read, and then we're going to come back and try to fill in these words. So, but before we start, I want everyone, so they can get an idea of the things they need to pay attention to.
Excuse
When
me?
you're ready, tell me. Read through these 5 items silently to prepare yourself.
Excuse me?
Can
Excuse
you
me?
hear me?
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
to get 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
So Eduardo, read through these silently, take a minute, and then when you're ready, we'll read the article.
Okay. Okay. I'm finished.
All right, let's go. So it gets cut off a little bit at the bottom, but this just says the date, that it's Monday, the 11 March 2013. But everything
Okay.
else, can you read everything else okay? If it's too small, tell me, and I can try to make it bigger.
No, I can read even Monday
Okay.
11 parts. Yeah.
All right, then go ahead. We'll read aloud since it's just only the two of us, so it'll be
Okay.
easy. So go ahead.
Okay. The stress time bomb. It's time to improve business relationships. Is your workforce too stressed to perform at its best, or even to make it into the office every day? If so, you are not alone. New research suggests that employee stress is a serious problem in small and medium-sized businesses. Shall I continue?
Yeah, let's read the whole thing.
Okay. 500 decision makers are British companies took part in a survey by Zurich Insurance. 42% to 110 managers said that employee stress had affected business over the past year. 1 in 3 said that stress-related issues, such as low staff morale and increased employee absences, were continuing to have a negative effect on the overall performance of the business. A fifth of a fifth of
Good.
the businesses said the
Yeah.
number of their stress-related employee absences had risen over the past 2 years, and 25% said staff morale had decreased because of more stress at work. These figures show that dealing with workforce challenges and risk is an essential part of achieving better performance and greater growth for small businesses, says Richard Coleman, a director at Zurich Insurance. It is perhaps not surprising that the current business climate has had such an impact on workforce stress and morale. But if these issues aren't solved, they could have serious long-term consequences. But how do employees deal with the stress? This challenge is even more difficult in the current economic environment because of low growth. Many small businesses are afraid of the future. Therefore, they feel they need to try to improve their profit margins through cost cutting, which is exactly the sort of thing that can cause stress among staff.
Good. Okay. So let's go back to this. The first one they have is 500 managers took part in the survey that we can see here. 500 decision makers, a British company, da 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 da. So the next one we have is, according to blank managers, stress had affected business over the past year.
According to, stress has affected business over the past year. Over the past 2 years, according
I
to.
come back.
Okay,
Hello.
Hello.
You
Sorry
just
for interruption.
no. You just missed the entire article, but that's okay. You missed exactly
I
what
can't help. Do you want to read?
we read it. You read it right now. Read it right now.
Okay. Which one? I start from one?
Start from one.
Because I have some problem with my eye. It's little small. Can you, or this is the biggest one?
This is the biggest one I can make in big size. I can make it a little bit bigger. But how about Eduardo? Can you give? I have a better idea. Eduardo, will you give a summary of this article to Ahmed?
well, that's gonna be a problem. You know why, Cassidy?
What?
Because when I'm reading, I'm so focused in pronunciation
I knew it.
that
I
the
knew
the
it.
meaning of yeah is I don't know why, because I try to read well, so I'm focused on pronounce, and I'm a little bit lost. I need
Okay,
to
so
read it by myself.
read it. Read it by yourself right now. Ahmed, don't
Okay.
worry. Take a minute, and Eduardo will explain the article to you. So take your time, Eduardo.
Okay,
So
great.
I will read or what I do?
If you can read with your, I know it's pretty small, but what Eduardo is going to read now silently, and then he will explain the article to you.
And I will read now in loud it or?
No, silently. Everybody's silent.
Uh-huh. Okay, please try to make it more bigger.
Oh, Ahmed.
Sorry, I'm old man. I'm old man.
You have screaming babies. I don't know how you do it. All right. So I don't know how to get this to move
Yeah,
over.
it's okay. It's okay now.
Okay. Oh, what happened? Okay.
Would you roll down, Cassidy? Okay.
All right. How about you, Ahmed? Did you finish?
Not yet.
All right.
Two.
Take your time. Let us know.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
Done.
do. Eduardo, will you give a small summary of this article?
Of course, this article is describing the situation in Spain. Because I'm
Ah.
living this every day. We have a lot of companies closing, medium-sized and small companies closing and
Mm,
making cuts on employees. Yeah, even largest companies are doing this kind of resolution when they fire a lot of employees. Yeah. So yeah, the stress of that for employees is really high. If you don't have incomes or profits benefits on your company, you know something is going to change, and maybe it's your workplace. Yeah.
good. Ahmed, do you have anything to add? Any opinions or information?
I think this is a reality and it's right. If people they are not satisfied and they are not working in the right way, and in recruitment as HR people is not select the high moral people staff, all these all these criteria is affect the business and
Good.
affect in the final the economy and
Good.
yeah.
All right. So tell me, how many managers said that stress affected the business over the last year?
210, right? Is the
Excellent.
survey.
Good.
210, yeah.
And how many managers said stress was continuing to have a negative effect on business?
How many managers?
Yes. In this case,
Is
a
one
ratio.
from three. One from three.
Exactly. 1 in 3.
A third,
One.
right? Is that
Yeah,
a third?
that's a third.
Okay.
If you give a ratio, exactly. Good. 1 in 3. Excellent. And how many businesses said that the number of employee absences had risen?
A fifth.
Good. And then how many said that staff morale has decreased?
Staff morale has decreased. Yeah.
25%.
Exactly. Why is staff morale so important?
You have to be motivated to work with efficiency, right?
Yeah,
I suppose. And the big motivator is money.
it always is, but not always, because as
Yeah,
I'm getting older, I can understand if you have a family, money is very important, but I don't have a family, I don't have any children. So really, it's money doesn't come as a factor as much as community and feeling like I'm a part of something, you know?
of course. And to keep you motivated, you have to
Mhm.
love what you do, right? So,
Exactly. Good. All right, let's move on to the next one. Um, this first one is so obvious. This one, I don't like this question. How serious is the problem of stress for small and medium-sized businesses? How about we talk about how serious is the problem of stress for small and medium-sized businesses in Spain?
well, we have a different situation right now because of the crisis. We
Mm-hmm.
have some problems in constructions and with banks. We cannot get loans to buy a house because there is no guarantee of that you are going to pay. So people are saving more than spending in this moment. But for example, if we are talking about tourism, hotel, restaurant, all these business are going really well, even increasing. So it depends of where uh, are you working, right? So I live in the southeast of Spain, near the Mediterranean Sea. So here business is really good and it's increasing even.
Wow.
So it depends. The interior, agriculture, construction right now, because we have built in the last 10 years a lot of new houses. People from the UK are coming here when they get retired, or Norway, or Finland, or Germany, because
Really?
of the
What what
climate. Yeah,
what city do you live in?
I live in Alicante, near
Alicante.
Benidorm. Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up afterwards. Alicante. Send me the name. I want to check it out. Maybe I can retire there.
I just write it down in the chat box. Yeah.
Awesome, great. I've never been to Spain. I will go, but I've never been. Until now in my life, I haven't been. I really want to go. Um, okay, next
Ahmed,
question.
how is the situation in your country? Come
Oh
on.
my God, I'm in Argentina. I'm in Argentina. Doesn't
Really?
exist. Yeah, Argentina has a terrible economic situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad here. It's really bad here, actually. It's for just to give you an example. I know in Spain there are some serious problems, but here the problem is the inflation is so insane. So I arrived here in 2010, and the exchange rate, to give you an idea, was 4 pesos to the dollar, and now it's 13 or 14 pesos to the dollar.
Wow.
You know, like it's really gone up, and everything's very expensive. Yeah, it's really expensive to buy anything like electronic here is impossible. It's double the price of what it goes for in the United States. So it's
Yeah.
difficult, but I honestly I'm not really money obsessed, so I don't really get down about financial stresses. I just want to make sure I feel relevant and important. I just want to feel like I'm doing something helpful.
Of course, we all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's way more important to me than making money. Although money is nice. to go on vacation and things like that. Good.
Okay.
So, see if you can remember. I cannot. What is essential to achieving better growth for small businesses? I don't remember. What is essential for receiving growth? Paragraph 4.
Yes. Are you asking
Yeah.
us? Cassidy? Okay.
I think Ahmed's gone
Yeah.
now, so I don't. Is he gone?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You have to have. You need to have goals. You know? A challenge is always welcome if you get it right and
Good.
success in the resolution. Yeah. So yeah, that's it going to motivate you for the next one. So, and for us engineers that we work with teams is really, I don't know how to say, is it fulfill you. I cannot I can find the proper adjective. Sorry.
It's like
So
fulfilling.
yeah, fulfilling is like when you achieve something, right? You feel great. You feel, and because we work as a team, so we split the job. It's even more, you know, because you are sharing with someone the success. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I completely agree. That's why and especially because as a civil engineer, you are achieving something that is good for a whole community as well. So outside of the team, so that's really good. All right, so we're gonna do. We have a couple minutes left. Let me
Okay.
see. Ahmed is here, but he's not here. I'm just making sure. He's muted himself with his thousands of children.
Too many kids. Yeah.
So many kids. Every class that he comes to, there's always a child that he's like, hold on. All right, so if I told you the two words, or the two expressions, direct speech and reported speech,
Yeah.
what is that to you? Without looking or reading too much, what is that?
Well, direct or direct? I always have this kind of question. Director. I hear
You
both.
could say it either way.
Okay. So
I say
direct.
direct.
Yeah. I hear you.
You can say direct. It's also fine.
Direct speech is when you are talking with someone, like you and I are talking, and reported speech when you told to other person what someone said, for example, so it's not present at the moment. So you are
Good.
talking about something you watch on the news, TV news, or whatever, or a friend said to you. Yeah.
Good. You're halfway there. Direct speech can also be talking about somebody that's not there, but you
Yeah,
use
I'm here.
exact words. Oh, Ahmed, you're back.
Yeah, back.
All right, so how about Ahmed, you read all about direct speech for us.
Direct speech.
Mhm.
Okay.
Will you read the table just for direct speech? Look, now
Direct
I'm saying direct, not direct. What did you do to me, Eduardo? I'm switching. It's very inconsistent. Very sorry. Go ahead, Ahmed. Read the left side of the table.
direct speech.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Direct speech. Repeat the exact words that somebody said. Peter said, "I'm at home." The pollution said, the polluc- the pollution, yeah. The pollution said,
Politician.
the politician said, "I will create many new jobs." Elson said, "I went out on Saturday." Omar said, "I've never been to China." Daniel said, "I cannot speak French." Pavel said, "I want to go to the concert."
Good. All right, now, Eduardo, can you read about reported speech?
Okay. Report the speech. Sorry. reports what somebody said without repeating the exact words. Peter said that he was at home. The politician said that he would create many new jobs. Alison said that she went out on Saturday. Alison said that she had gone out on Saturday. Omar said that he had never been to China. Daniel said that he couldn't speak French. Pavon said that he wanted to go to the concert.
Okay. So I'm going to give you tips on when to use both of these as I use them. So with direct speech, this is more for the actor inside. When you want to actually be that other person, like Peter said, "I'm at home," when you have to kind of give what's the word? An impression of another person. Direct speech is definitely preferable. I almost always use direct speech because I like to pretend to be other people. Reported speech is more professional, neutral, but also involves a lot of changing of verbs, so it could be complicated because you have to change everything somebody else said to the past. So we are going to begin to practice.
So, Cassidy, you have to, if you are talking or speaking
Mhm.
direct speech, you have to change your intonation, right? Because you don't have quotes when you are speaking.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why if I say like, "Oh, yesterday in class, Eduardo said, I don't know about reported speech." Like you have to kind of, it doesn't need to be an exact impression. I'm actually really terrible at doing impressions, and I always make everybody sound very stupid. But which I apologize for. But you have to kind of, you have to make it like I'm turning into the other person right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is why
Okay.
direct speech can be easier when you're speaking English because it's very accepted and then you don't have to change anything. But if you're not good at that or you don't feel comfortable doing that, reported speech is the best way to go.
Yeah, maybe if you are making a joke, it's usually to use direct speech, right? Because you are trying to imitate the other person. So.
Exactly. Exactly. So as we said, when you do reported speech, you take everything that was said in the present or past and you change it to the past or the past perfect. So for example, if you have am, is, or are, you're going to change that to was or were. Eduardo, if somebody says something in the present simple, like I am hungry.
Yeah. Use the
No, not
past.
I am. I shouldn't say that.
I play football.
I eat pickles every day. It's not true. I eat pickles. What would you change it to?
Cassidy said she ate pickles, so to the
Exactly.
past.
She
simple,
has.
right?
She has.
Yeah.
No, she has.
No, has is imminent, is present perfect, so you have to use the past, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it's just the direct opposite, the complementary grammar tense. You always will use. So if you're using the present simple, you'll use the past simple. If you're using the present perfect,
Yeah.
what will you use in reported speech?
The past perfect.
Has been. We will add been maybe. Has been past.
Let's try it. So if I say the present perfect, yesterday Eduardo said, I have been very busy. How would
It's
you
me.
change that to the reported speech?
He had.
Exactly. The past perfect.
Mm.
Okay. How about will? What is will in the past?
What?
Exactly. And can?
Could.
Good. All right. How about it, Ahmed, since you missed this part, will you read number 2?
Okay. The past simple in direct speech went can stay the same in reported speech, or we can use the had gone.
What is had gone? What tense is this?
This is simple. This is past perfect.
Exactly. So that's why went, you have both options. I tend to just say went. Like, oh yeah, he said he went to the store. I tend to always just use went because it's just easier. And of course, we want life to be easier.
Mhm.
So I recommend this, but of course, you can always use this. And Eduardo, can you read number 3?
Okay, if the situation has not changed, it is not necessary to change the tense. Peter said that he was at home. Maybe he is still at home now. Maybe he isn't. Peter said he is at home. He is still at home now. Okay.
Does this make sense? If it's
Yeah.
it's still consistent. This probably happens with you, Ahmed, with your children. So you go to your wife and you say, oh, whoever one of your kids are, he says he's hungry because he's hungry right now. He's still hungry. But maybe if he was hungry and he ate, you can tell your wife, he said he was hungry. Maybe he's still hungry now, maybe he's not. We don't know. Does
You
that
can
make
put
sense?
you can put an adverb at the end and change the time, right?
Of
Peter
course.
said he was at home yesterday or this morning or whatever. So you don't know if you don't specify. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, let's read these sentences, and then we're going to practice them. But read these sentences and tell me if they are direct speech or reported speech. So, Eduardo, will you start with A?
Okay. Hey, 210 managers said that employee stress had affected business over the past year. So this one is reported speech.
Good. Ahmed?
One in the 3 managers said that stress-related issues were conflicting to have a negative effect on the overall performance of their business. This is a reported speech.
Good. C?
It is perhaps not surprising that the current business climate has had such an impact on workforce stress and morale. Direct speech.
Good. And D?
These figures show that dealing with workforce challenges or risks is an essential part of achieving better performance. This is reported speech.
It could be. So if we say these figures show that dealing with workforce challenges and risks is an essential part of achieving better performance, is, for me, kind of a ridiculous example because they're not reporting what anybody actually said. They're reporting information, and everything is in the present. So we could say it's direct speech
Direct speech, okay.
because it's still in the present. All right, now we're actually going to try to do this. This is the last activity. Daniel Goldman has just found a new supplier. During a rather stressful negotiation, it turns out that the supplier isn't completely honest. Look at what she told him the week before and complete their conversation below. Change the tenses appropriately. So what we'll do is we'll switch and we'll go by twice. So it'll be like, for example, Eduardo, you'll read Nicole and then Daniel, and then Ahmed will read Nicole and Daniel. So we'll read it in twos so you can try to fill in. I'll read the first two. Our price is $60 per unit, but I thought you said your price was $50 per unit. So you have the fill-in, you change it to reported speech. The idea is to change it to a reported speech. If you want to keep it in direct speech, by all means, do it, as long as it's correct. All right, so who wants to try first? This is hard.
Well, we lost as Ahmed, so it's you and me, Cassidy.
Oh, he left?
Yeah.
Okay, well then it's just you for all of them. I will be Nicole and you'll be Daniel.
Perfect.
So take a minute and read so you can fill in 2 and 3 with whatever's left here, and when you're ready, we'll read it.
We can go and we see, yeah, because we have numbers, so Yeah.
No, I think you misunderstood. It's $50 if you order the minimum order, which is 1,000 units. If you just want 800 units, the price is $60.
But I thought you told us. Uh, okay, I thought you told us that the minimum order was 800 units.
Excellent. No, it's always been 1,000 units.
What about delivery? Is 20 days still possible?
All right, so I want you to do this one. Actually, I said, so you
Oh,
can
actually, I said we we would deliver within 30 days.
good. And
Is
you
this
can
okay?
expect some, yes, exactly. And you can expect some delay at the border. This is Nicole.
Delay, but your factory is located in the European Union. There shouldn't be any delays.
Our new factory is located outside the EU. Now find the one you want to use.
Okay, but you said we hadn't moved location yet.
Exactly. No, I think you misunderstood.
So, what if we order 2,000 units? Do we get a $20 discount?
No, we can't offer that kind of discount for 2,000 units.
But you said most. Wow. You said we could offer a $20 discount for large orders.
Good. Sorry, but a large order means over 3,000 units.
But you told me. uh, the first one, most of our customers ordered less than 2,000 units. So it's just changing, no? Present
yes, but
for past, right?
Our, because he's not talking about his company, he's talking about her company.
Okay, yeah.
So you want to say most of your customers ordered less than 2,000 units.
Right, yeah. It's a reported speech, yeah.
Good. Actually, we have many customers who order more than 4,000. That's why we are building a new factory.
But didn't you say we hadn't moved location yet?
This one.
You haven't. One. Yeah. It's the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You weren't planning to build a new plant?
Exactly. Excellent. Good work.
Yeah, it's the reporter speech. It was always difficult for me when I studied at high school grammar. I don't know why, because it's not common to use it, right? Yeah.
We use it. I mean, you do use it, especially when you're like, "But you said."
Yeah.
We use it in that sense, like, "Oh, but you said," and that's when it would be important. But it's really when you're speaking naturally. Sometimes when you have to think so much, then you lose like the flow of conversation, and so a lot of people avoid it.
Yeah, I'm more blunt too. I prefer to speak directly and don't I don't like to argue, so I'm not going to say you said that. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Eduardo, it was a pleasure to have you in class. Very good student. I appreciate your patience. If you can, leave some feedback for me, just because it makes me look good or bad or whatever. You can write whatever you want. And I hope to see you again. Okay. I'll be giving more classes next week.
Thank you very much. It was.
Have a good weekend.
Okay. You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.